Hello everybody, welcome back. Welcome back to my channel. I have an interesting message today. I hope you will find it very helpful because I feel like I have to protect you from a big risk that you're taking when you counting on translators to translate your letters, your love letters to Russian or Ukrainian, and what's what are negative side effects you can get from it. So basically, Ukrainian and Russian are pretty difficult languages, and if you count in on a translation from any source other than a person, it's gonna be it's not gonna be right. It's gonna be messed up, and you're not gonna get what you want to get. Special danger was love letters because it sort of turns it like into joke, and it sounds like it's a 5-year-old talking with lots of mistakes and things that do not make sense grammatically. It's impossible to translate correctly somewhat advanced or just normal sentences, that we use via any kind of translators that are automatic, that are digital. So you might as well, if you have something very important, you might as well hire a translator. There are websites that will do that for you. I do it sometimes for my when people are reaching out to me and ask. It's not that difficult. It does take some focus, even for the person that is fluent in both languages, and one sorry guys, one language is native. So yes, I do not recommend you trying to describe yourself using, if you use a profile or something like that, do not try to do the Ukrainian thing or Russian thing. I have a new subscriber. I'm welcoming a new Patreon and subscriber member, Jay. I'm making this video inspired by you. Thank you so much for joining. We are building up our platforms, so I have a special appreciation those people who join early. I don't know, it's always special. So I'm honoring your request, and I want you to know that basically your letter, like what you wrote, I was laughing the whole time because it doesn't translate. It's not, it's making mistake, the software does. Not only the software makes mistakes, but also it completely it puts totally unrelated words that makes it hilarious. So it's almost not almost, it's really best if you ask somebody who speak the language if you wanna translation. This is just a general thing. If you want to use it in your if you want to use it in your letter or description of yourself, well, it's not just the sentence structure, Stan, it's just like everything. It's extremely hilarious. I just can't explain you, but those languages, they change, the words change, the endings are changing, and the translator does not do well with that. But also it puts completely, totally, like if I would try to make something funny, I would not come up with my rich imagination to make it as funny as translator make it sound. It's only good for a simple phrases like I go to the store, I drove my car. I mean, not more than 3 4 words when it's extremely simple. So that is one thing, guys. So Jay, answering your question, I just want to tell you that I appreciate your efforts, but if you work into the letter that you send me looks like you're working on representation of yourself, I definitely not recommend that. On the other hand, you could ask somebody to translate your bio so people can relate. If you translate your bio professionally or with a person who is fluent in language, that's a different story. So please understand that that is the way to do it. If you really want to express yourself and you want to people read and being able to relate to you, use a translator. So even if you speak like a kindergartner, it's still gonna mess up because some kindergartner are pretty advanced. So even if you say things clear, but you're trying to convey a thought or an idea, the translator gonna mess it up. Do I offer that service? Possibly. It depends. I done this for my clients, and it depends on the length of it and complication of it. So I don't have like a setup fee or setup schedule when I do it. But when my clients ask me and we agree on something, I could do it. But it's not something that I've been offering so far. But I feel that this could be, if you need help, I could really help, especially with those things that are into depths. So now let's jump in about the whole love letters things. If you're watching my channel, guys, you already know that love letters are one of the worst thing you can do in the world, because we don't fall in love via emails. We don't connect with you via emails. If you have not met a lady in a personal life, the love letter is a no-no. Especially, this big fluffy buttery butter. Women in Ukraine love action. If you wanna make something special for them, if you trust them and they are real, you wanna impress them with something, you can attach words, but you need to make something that stands out. You can send flowers and attach a letter. You can do something special that they know you like, that they will like. You could plan a travel, and with the travel, with your ticket scans, when you have your ticket scans that you come in, not to write a love letter, but to write that you're looking forward to it, you appreciate it, you anticipate in certain things. Don't be flattering buttery butter. I call it buttery butter. It's like, oh, every beautiful woman in Ukraine heard that. They heard a lot, they hadn't seen a lot of action. So for us, we don't fall with words, we fall with action. Sometimes, when you know somebody for some time, when you've been through certain things, and you find the exact words of appreciation, very specific, and you know that the person will understand them, that is different. When you encourage somebody, when you see the talents, when you have like a real life connection, that is different. And if it's handwritten, and if it's something short, precise, and touching and real, that is very different. Handwritten notes could be added and could be sent. But this is not what you guys been doing. Because I'm making my research, so I'm asking sometimes my subscribers to send me snapshots of conversation, so I have a good base for research. So when I do my research, oh, I don't know. Okay, I'll try not to laugh. Okay, so when I do my research, it's pages and pages of how you feel and how wonderful it's gonna be, and what a great woman she is, even though you've never been with her. And she's just sitting there laughing because it's irrelevant. It's an irrelevant thing. It's just really a turn off, guys. Ukrainian women will never tell you that she loves you if she had never met you. And I'm reinforcing that video course that I made a little bit while ago. It's posted again on the Patreon account. It's 3 videos and gonna be some more videos on that. How to define if you're just wasting your time. There is one thing writing letters, there is another thing writing letters to the right person, and there is a third thing when you just wasting your time. You're just wasting your time. If that woman is real, she wants to see some action. If that woman is fake, she doesn't care about your letters, and she's, laughing there as well. So I'm just giving you like a real thing. I know sometimes they encourage you to do those things, but love letters only make sense if you had met, spent time together, you actually did experience each other, and you find a way to stay in touch, and you doing something for the person that is in it with you, that is reciprocating that. But most of you writing love letters and, send family pictures and, oh my gosh, I can't be without you. Guys, women are in some ways are not that different than men. Before you see the woman, okay, if you fall in love with a woman by the picture, first of all, you totally know you're totally messing up. So, let's say you say, oh, oh, it doesn't matter how she looks like. I'm just falling in love with her personality. Yeah, yeah, she might be she might be I don't know, the supermodel type, whatever. But no, 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 just her personality. Believe me, as soon as she changes a picture in her profile, you won't care about her personality. If she will put an ugly picture, your love for a personality will poof, disappear. So this is what I'm talking about. Before you've been with somebody, before you spend time, before you fall in love, before you touch, before you kiss, before you, spend time together, you're just wasting your time and money. I don't mind helping you with the love letters that are real, that are into depths, that are about some sensitive subjects. I can do that job excellent. But I do not want to waste my time to do something that does not exist and make no sense. Ukrainian women heard everything under the sun and more. I can guarantee you that. Our guys like to put spaghettis on our ears. Your words only matter if they align with your actions. When your actions are following up your words, that is different. But most of this stuff is really flaky, and for those people who just want to live in this separate reality, for people who basically want to imagine that they're in relationships, they might never travel, they might never do anything really. They might just stay in a chair and die with a bunch of letters in their hand. So if you're that kind of guy, yeah, you can get creative and just write. But we don't need the writing. We need a real dinner. We need a real person. We need a real hug. We cannot get a feeling for you before we meet you. We might appreciate you if maybe you met somebody who is real, but you've been talking online, it's a real person, but nobody can tell you anything before you actually meet and have some chemistry. I know some people meet on social media and they starting talking randomly, and then they fall in love, for example. That happens, right? But just having some common sense and realize that women love action. And even if you met in the real life and you're back home, your question is, okay, are you serious about her? What your intentions are? How you gonna support her? That is love. For Ukrainian women, you're caring about her, making plans and supporting her in every way possible. That, even without saying, that equals to love and care. Everything else is just blah blah blah. So here how I debunk the love letter myth. So anyways, guys, that's my message today. Right. I have somebody on the live chat right now who's saying, At one agency, I was using the letters were written by someone at the agency, not the girl at all. So when I talked to her about it, she was upset. She knew nothing about it. That is true, especially if when you go through the agency, um, you're not even talking to the girl. While you writing to her, she's out having margaritas with another guy. You just write into a picture. I do not encourage the websites. You might get lucky, but I do not really. For this very reason, you think you're talking to her, but you're talking to a translator. Yeah, King Nero is saying, what if you want to say that you love her? Sometimes we are all human beings. Sometimes we have this thing that we just need to connect to somebody. We need to hear their voice, and we need to hear "I love you." I do not recommend saying this for the first time over the phone. I definitely recommend the saying face to face. It's a very nerve wracking moment, but after that, you can say it on the phone and take your time and really mean it, and that is different. When you do that, it can really give your excitement and energy, and going through those obstacles for in long distance. We don't do casual love ya, like here in US. We don't do that. Like when you say I love you, you really mean it. And I can tell you right now how we say it, because I need to go like in a it's not something that casual. You actually need to connect with God and the universe and God knows what else to be able to pronounce that, and to um if you saying somebody that you love them for the first time, make sure that the way you say it, the way you look into their eyes, that the lightning and thunderstorm and fireworks are going through her body. So it's not something you saying, munching on a sandwich, or you know or drinking beer and listening to the radio. It's something that where some high powers are aligning with you. I know what I'm talking about, guys. All right. So that's what I want to say. I appreciate my new members. Oh God, lip gloss. So we are working right now, guys, on the Patreon. It's very new in terms of just creating a group. We had a fantastic, fabulous group for 2 years almost, but unfortunately, we had a very sad event, very tragic event. One of our beloved members had passed away, and it just I feel like we need to reform it and reinforce and create it new. I'll make more detailed video about the groups, but was thinking about it. Groups honestly are quite a bit of work and extra things I need to do, but I was feeling about the power of people, excuse me, connecting through that group of we actually used to have a joke with Dave that I'm sorry. We used to have a joke that I bring men together. So that means it doesn't mean gay men or anything weird like that. It means that in my group, a lot of people made friends and helped each other, and went out together, supported each other. So a lot of people made friends through the group, and I think the power is sharing things and learning things. So it's all brewing. If you are traveling to Ukraine for the first time, I've posted several tips, and tomorrow at 10 a.m. is going to be safety in Ukraine. There are going to be 3 full videos on safety in Ukraine in a playlist posted at 10 a.m. Eastern. So if you would like to check that out, those are for the members, but you can get in. Those do not have a particular tier, so you can watch them. And I also have some public ones. I'm gonna post some public ones that you can just It's like a checklist, like black and white checklist. Those are absolute basic that you need to know. So, with that being said, guys, it's all brewing and kind of getting together. It's gonna take some time, but I want to bring good people together. I want to bring some adventure club together, so we are not just talking there forever about traveling and 5 years later nothing changed. I notice that people really thrive and flourish when they have people who think differently. Of course, this group also for the men who appreciate the Slavic beauty, Slavic women, and the possible opportunity of creating a family with Ukrainian women, but also just traveling and having fun. So that's what it is. More updates will come. Thank you guys so very much for stopping by. I hope this was helpful. Let me know otherwise, and I will see you soon.